Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrea. I am an intuitive counselor, life coach, Reiki master, healer. I help all sorts of people. I'm from the Atlanta area, and if you could please just subscribe to this channel if these messages are inspirational to you, okay? I would really, really appreciate if you subscribe, and thank you for listening. I love it that people listen. I've got some messages for you this morning. So they're not time stamped. I just kind of say this is a Tuesday from Atlanta, Georgia. So one card fell out already. Okay, the devil card fell out. So that's the jumper card this morning. The devil card is the jumper card. Jumper cards are like ones that just fall out before you even really start the reading, and Spirit wants you to hear that. The devil card is not a bad card. The devil card is all about, it could be contracts or addiction, okay? Or feeling like bound to something. A lot of times it just means earthy stuff like materialistic stuff. It could be spiritual contracts too, contracts that you perhaps don't see. So someone's got a contract coming, and contracts are very common and they're not all bad, right? But I will say when you sign a contract that's paper and not spiritual, it's like, okay, so you're excited to get the house, you're excited to get the car, and you've worked hard for it, you've saved up the down payment, and you've done the thing, and you've done the law of attraction, you've done the manifestation. When you get to the table and you look at the contract, you're like, right? Like you're like, oh my gosh, it's real. Can I make these payments? Oh my gosh, it's for like 5 years, it's for 10 years, it's for 20 years, it's for 30 years. Like you get, and then you sign it. And immediately, here's what contracts do. They kind of lower the vibe of any situation because they're very dense, they're very heavy. It's kind of like marriage contracts. Sometimes they can totally change the dynamic of a marriage. Sometimes people can be living together for 10 years and be happy, and then they go and sign that marriage contract and things get shaky. So the devil card came out. I just want y'all to know that it's contract, so you can, knowledge is power, right? So you make sure and you keep the vibe of that contract high, and you go in with knowledge, right? You go into it with knowledge, whatever that contract is. Of course, we have spiritual contracts with our spouses, with our loved ones, with our soulmates, with sometimes even our jobs or our kids or the neighbor, whoever it helps. Though if it's not like a hardcore paper contract you're signing, those are a little easier to navigate, right? And then there's karmic contracts. So karmic contracts are interesting, right? Like I always say, ooh, karmic contract. Typically that means you've had past lives with someone here that you have a contract with. So, and those are also, that can be good and bad and everywhere in between, just like any contract. So navigate and just ask Spirit for what you want out of the contract. That's the best advice I got for you, to ask Spirit. So we're going to draw another card following that devil card to see what happens. The Queen of Pentacles. So we have the ability to just ask for what we want here. The Queen of Pentacles, so that's abundance. That might be a job. It may be referring to a job here for you. Contract work is really kind of where we're going as a society. What I believe everyone eventually 10, 20 years from now is going to be contract workers. Unless it's like a government agency, they're going to keep like regular employees. But most other like big corporations, they are going to be, we're merging into where everyone's contract. That's my psychic hit on that, on what the world's coming to. And the Magician, you definitely have the ability to state your guidelines in this contract. So don't hold back here. Like state what you want. Say it nicely. Say it like they want you to do it like out of motion, just an objective observer, and ask questions, okay? And the Queen of Cups, you're probably negotiating with a woman here. It's probably a woman. It could be a boss. It could be a boss, a doctor. It could be an attorney. It could be a banker, right? So it's going to be a woman though. So you just state what you want. And I get that you're going to get it. The Ten of Pentacles came up. So it's going to end up being an abundant contract for you. So yay, it's going to end up being an abundant contract. They just want you to use your voice and state what you want and what you need, okay? So let's pull from the Psychic Tarot deck. Let's pull from the Psychic Tarot deck and see what we got for y'all this morning. Patience and planning. Okay, so that kind of follows with the contract theme for this morning, the patience and planning. And it means like really just sit down and be like, these are my concerns. This is what I wish out of this contract. And then prosperity begins. So this contract is going to be very much beneficial for you. Continue just to be patient with it, because things evolve, and we manifest in the order of our evolution. So keep that in mind. And material harvest, this contract is going to bring you material harvest. So congratulations. So all those prayers you've sent out to the universe, they heard them. So congratulations on that. We're going to pull from the Harnessing Your Divine Feminine Oracle deck to see what our other statements are this morning from the universe. What's our confirmation deck? Acknowledge where you are in life. Know there's more to come. Plan your next phase in life. Now is the time to plan and execute. So that goes with our planning and execution strategy. And we've got a new moon in Cancer coming up on the 9th. Um, so you're going to be definitely like, so make sure that you stay objective with things, is what I'm hearing. Like, don't be over like, and I say this because I'm like 100% Pisces, okay? Yeah, step back and be an observer. Don't be such a feeler. You can feel things, that's fine, but when you're trying to negotiate, you want it to go as smooth as possible. So you want facts, you want statements. And then sacred geometry is the next card. So look for patterns and look for messages in nature. Okay. That's what I've got for you this morning. And then nevertheless, she persisted card came up. So keep going. Like, don't stop, because even when you're like, this is not going to work out, I give it up. Just keep going. Okay. Be unattached to the outcome, because oftentimes it's better than what you think. It's better than what you can imagine to ask for, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So I'm teaching Reiki 1 on Saturday, and I would love for everyone to attend. I'm going to put the information in the description box, my website, where you can get a session with me if you wish. You can come to me and ask me specifics about your life, whatever's on your heart, whatever's on your mind, and I can assist you the best for your best and highest good. Thank you for listening this morning. Namaste.